Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first very virtual Valley Fall Fest. My name is Marissa Walters, and I am honored to be here with you tonight to join together to raise money for the Valley Hospital Auxiliary. Since its founding in 1944, the Auxiliary has worked tirelessly to support the Valley Hospital through its threefold mission of volunteering, liaising between the hospital and the community, as well as fundraising. Over the years, pledges have been the backbone of the Auxiliary's fundraising efforts. To date, the Auxiliary has donated more than $18 million for hospital programs, services, and state-of-the-art technology that has improved the lives of thousands of patients and their families. The Auxiliary has now pledged its largest commitment yet, to raise $3 million to establish the pediatric section of the emergency department in the Valley Hospital in Paramus, and $100,000 to continue funding the endowment for the Valley Home Care's Butterflies, a pediatric, palliative, and hospital care program for seriously ill children. The goal for this evening is to contribute $200,000 for these wonderful causes. And we aren't that far from our goal, thanks to our generous sponsors, especially our Redwood sponsor, Torcon, and our Oak sponsors, Amico, Bergen Anesthesia Group, Concord Healthcare, and R4 Dot Architecture. We have many more generous sponsors, and they can be viewed on the Handbid homepage and the Auxiliary website. Now you can lend your support. There are two ways that we're raising money this evening. One is through the silent auction on Handbid. You simply open the app, you scroll over, find what you want to bid on, and click Bid Now. It's as easy as that. You can also enter your bids on the Handbid website. If you get outbid, you'll receive a text as well as a funny notification if you have your sound on, and you can go back and place your next bid. The other opportunity to give tonight will be in the virtual paddle raise. Under normal circumstances, you would have a paddle with a number just like this one. When you heard the amount you wanted to give directly to the Auxiliary, you would raise that paddle in the air. However, since I cannot see you this evening, you will still have the opportunity to give directly to the Auxiliary in the Handbid app or on the Handbid website. When I speak about the various donation levels later this evening, and you feel inspired to give, just click the donate button below me at the level that feels right to you. But first, to kick off the festivities this evening, it is my pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of Valley Health Systems, Audrey Myers.
Thank you, Marissa, and good evening, everyone. I am delighted to welcome you to this very special auxiliary event. This year is unprecedented, and the pandemic has propelled us to look at how we can do things differently. And our dedicated auxilians have faced this challenge head-on. Through their ingenuity and determination, they have effectively transitioned from traditional fundraising activities such as the golf outing and Valley Ball to events like this one and the virtual Flag Day celebration this past June. Tonight, we gather to help the Auxiliary raise funds toward the building of the new Valley Hospital in Paramus. Once again, the Auxiliary is a leader in its support of the hospital, and we are very grateful for the most recent commitment of $3 million to this project, in addition to $100,000 for Valley Home Care's Butterflies program. The new hospital will be at the center of what will be a state-of-the-art health and wellness campus in Bergen County. The design of the new hospital maximizes patient comfort, safety, and infection control with single patient rooms, all of which can be isolated environmentally with the touch of a button. COVID-19 has emphasized how critically important this feature is to the health and well-being of our patients and our staff. I'm delighted to tell you that the project is well underway and on schedule. In fact, the last steel girder, the framework for the new hospital, should be in place by December of this year. Your support tonight will help make our new Paramus campus a destination for health and wellness service that is unparalleled in northern New Jersey. I want to take this opportunity to thank the 650 auxilians in 12 branches who give thousands of hours of their time to serve as ambassadors in our community with their outreach and volunteer work. I also would like to recognize Denise Downey, the president of the Valley Hospital Auxiliary, for her outstanding commitment and leadership. It is now my pleasure to introduce the chairs of this event, Elaine Heimberger, Jean Maloro, and Karen Hoy. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Audrey, and thank you for your outstanding leadership during these very trying times. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I am Elaine Heimberger, one of the co-chairs of Very Virtual Valley Fall Fest. On behalf of the Valley Hospital Auxiliary, I would like to thank you all for attending tonight's online event, the replacement for our in-person fundraisers planned for this year, the kitchen tour, which was scheduled for May, the annual golf outing, and the annual Valley Ball. Last year, the golf outing and the Valley Ball combined brought in more than $600,000, which set us on a great path for timely completion of our $3.1 million pledge to the Valley Hospital. Your support of these annual events and your generosity over the years, helping the auxiliary raise millions of dollars for critical programs that have changed the lives of so many patients and their families. We have a wonderful lineup of presenters for you this evening and nearly 30 amazing and unique silent auction prizes that you'll want to make your own. You can also make a donation that allows Valley to purchase items for Valley's new, dedicated pediatric emergency department at the Valley Hospital in Paramus, or that will support the services of our Butterfly staff so they can enhance the care they give to their patients. Enjoy the next hour and please give generously to our causes. Now, I would like to introduce Jean Maloro.
Thank you, Elaine, and good evening. I am Jean Maloro, also a co-chair of Very Virtual Valley Fall Fest. I join Elaine in thanking everyone for their generous support of the auxiliary over the years, including tonight. I would like to recognize and thank our lead sponsor, Torcon Inc., who donated $35,000 to our pledge. Torcon has been Valley's construction partner for 25 years and is the construction manager on the new hospital. As you know, the auxiliary has pledged to raise $3 million to establish the pediatric emergency department in the Valley Hospital in Paramus, and $100,000 to fund the Butterflies Endowment. We have a fun evening planned for you. You've already met our fabulous MC and auctioneer, Marissa Walters, and you'll be enjoying some celebrity shout-outs and a great performance from a real Broadway star. Thank you for joining and supporting us. We look forward to 2021, when we'll actually see you at our golf outing next June, and the Valley Ball at the Plaza next October, when we will celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Valley Hospital. And now, I'd like to turn over the festivities to Karen Hoy, our third co-chair.
Thank you, Elaine and Jean. So good evening. First of all, I too am so pleased that you could join us this evening. I would like to acknowledge our Valley heroes, not only our doctors and nurses, but the whole of Valley Health System. They all went above and beyond, working tirelessly to serve the needs of our community at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Next, I would like to remind you that for 76 years, the auxiliary has supported the Valley Hospital through our mission to raise funds for critical hospital programs, volunteer throughout Valley Health System, and serve the community. This year, when all in-person events were cancelled or postponed, we found the Handbid platform to run our fundraiser online. 2020 has been a challenging year, but the holidays are just around the corner. Please consider our auction items as possible gifts for friends or family. Should you be outbid on your favorite item, please think about contributing through a donation that starts at $50. I would particularly like to thank all the many donors who have contributed to our silent auction this evening. So finally, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our amazing singer this evening, Mark McVeigh. He has lived in Ridgewood for many years, just a short distance from the Valley Hospital, and I'm truly blessed to know his family, his wife and 2 daughters, who all have amazing voices too. Mark made his debut as Jean Valjean in Les Miserables and won the Helen Hayes Award for Outstanding Actor while on tour. He was also the first American to perform the role in London's West End. By the 25th anniversary tour of Les Miserables, Mark had performed the role a total of 3,268 times. He made his debut at Carnegie Hall with Mr. Marvin Hamlish and continues to perform with numerous symphonies around the world. He has earned a double platinum record for his participation on the Trans-Siberian Orchestra CD, The Lost Christmas Eve. So, without further ado, let us welcome Mark McVeigh.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the very virtual Valley Fall Fest. We are going to have a great time this evening. I hope you're having fun wherever you are, because it's your fault if you don't. I'm going to have fun. You know, this time has been very confusing, hasn't it? But almost anything goes these days. And that's a good title for this next song. I want to do this because, you know what? It seems like even though you're there and I'm here, we can still do almost anything we want to do. This is Anything Goes. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now, heaven knows, anything goes. Good authors, too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words. Writing prose, anything goes. The world has gone mad today, good's bad today, black's white today, day's night today, and all the guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. Though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. There are chicks, oh, just right for some kissing. And I mean to kiss me a few. Man, those chicks don't know what they're missing. I got a lot of living to do. Sizzling steaks, all ready for tasting. And there's Cadillacs, all shiny and new. Come along, for time is a-wasting. I got a lot of living to do. Well, there's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. We got a lot of living to do. The world has gone mad today, good's bad today, black's white today, day's night today, and all the guys today, the women prize today are just silly gigolos, gigolos. Though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. I got a lot of living, such a lot of living. Got a lot of living, got a lot, got some living to do.
Wow, what a performance. Now that's a way to get this party started. Thank you so much, Mark. Over the next 45 minutes, we will have a few more shout-outs and songs, as well as the virtual paddle race. And we will have the opportunity to highlight some of our unique silent auction items. The first one is one of the coolest experiences that I have ever seen at a silent auction. It's a day at Orvis Sandinona Sporting Clay Shoot. The winner of this item will have a fun-filled day of sporting clay shooting for 3 people at the Orvis Sandinona in New York's beautiful Hudson Valley, along with Joseph Lorino, the Vice President of Facilities Management for the Valley Health System. The package includes 1 round of sporting clays, gun rentals, shotgun shells, golf cart rental, an hour group lesson. You get a meal, breakfast or lunch, a trapper guide. All the tips and fees are included, but most importantly, you get one-on-one time with Joseph. The expiration date is October 24th, 2021. Now, this has been a super fun auction item to watch because they have had 2 bidders that have been going back and forth, and right now, Marco is winning it at $5,025. He just took Mark out. So, Mark, if you want back in, I need you at $55.25. So Marco's winning. Mark, are you back in? Come on, bid it on, bid it on, bid it on. Bid it on $55.25. Bid it on $55.25. Bid it on $55.25. Let's see, Mark, are you coming back? We are crushing it with Marco right now at $5,025. I want you, Mark, in at $55.25. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let this one go. We'll come back and check it out later. So next, I have to tell you, I'm a bit giddy about this next guest because I have been a fan since high school. #1 New York Times best-selling author of 31 novels, including The Boy from the Woods, Runaway, Fool Me Once, and many more. He's a Ridgewood resident and generously donated and autographed 5 books that you can bid on in your silent auction. Here is Mr. Harlan Coben.
Good evening. This is Harlan Coben. I hope all of you are having a great time. I want to welcome you to the Valley's Hospitals Auxiliary Very Virtual Valley Fall Fest. Say that 3 times fast. I think I kind of got it right. It's my pleasure to welcome you, and I hope you're all having a great time tonight. This cause, especially right now, is kind of a no-brainer, so I don't really have to make much of a sales pitch, do I? What an asset Valley Hospital has been to us all through the years, but especially right now. So we're lucky to have a place with this state-of-the-art technology, this caring medical professional staff, right in our own backyard, great people, great hospital, great medical care. So tonight, I hope you all have a great time, and I hope you give as much as you can to keep helping Valley Hospital and the Auxiliary do all of the great things that they do for this community. I hope you're all staying safe. Take care.
Hold on. Okay, so Elaine, you just outbid me on that. I just took it back. How much fun is this app? Okay, 18-year-old me is dying right now. I'm already in at 150. That next bid is 160. Elaine, you gonna take it from me? If not, they're mine, and my dad has the perfect Christmas gift. However, we wanna raise as much money for the Valley Hospital Auxiliary this evening, so go take that from me, Elaine, and I'll take it right back. Okay, earlier, Karen mentioned that this is a great opportunity to grab Christmas gifts, and the selection is out of this world. There are designer bags from Callista, Kate Spade, Tory Burch, as well as a gorgeous ladies' Movado watch, and for the guys, a pair of classic Ray-Ban sunglasses. They're aviators, and they are sweet. If you're looking for something for yourself or to treat a special someone in your life, the Flowers by Fran auction item is for you. If I lived in New Jersey, I would fight for this one. Receiving a bouquet once a month for 6 months, that's just delightful. That auction item right now is at $285. Edward is winning it at the moment. He just beat out Bettina. My next bid is oh, just kidding. He just took it back. So my next bid is $345. Bid it on $345, bid it on $345. I'm just kidding, he just took it at $365. Edward, you know what I love? When someone raises themselves. That is awesome. All right, keep bidding. Remember, all of this money raised tonight goes directly to the Auxiliary and their pledge. Once again, here is J. Mark McVeigh.
Hats off to the Valley Hospital Auxiliary and its 76 years of service to the Valley Hospital. Since 1944, the Auxiliary has raised more than $18 million for critical hospital programs. And their current pledge of $3.1 million is yet another example of their dedication to add to the hospital's stellar reputation in our community. Most recently, the auxiliary donated $10,000 to the hospital's COVID-19 fund. Your donations tonight will help the youngest members in our community, as the auxiliary's pledge includes establishing the pediatric section of the emergency department of the Valley Hospital in Paramus, and also benefiting Valley Home Care's endowment for butterflies. Give generously, folks, and enjoy your evening. We all have times in our lives when certain moments stick out, and I'm sure that after what we've been experiencing for the last 4 or 5 months, this is one of those moments that will stand out in time as to how we've all gotten through this and how it is that we're going to make it through, what the new normal is going to look like. And that just makes me think of moments in times from the past and dream about moments in time in the future where we can all perhaps come together a little bit and make certain that we're all okay going forward. And I think that's one of the things we need to think about most is that coming together and staying together, be more relational. And I think that this time will help to solidify that. And that's why I've chosen this next song, This Is the Moment. This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now, today. This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I've faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
We cannot thank Mr. McVeigh enough for sharing his amazing talents with us this evening. Now, I have to tell you, during that song, this Flowers by Fran is blowing up, and I love it. So one of the cool things that Edward had on his bid is he used the max bid function. What's amazing about that is you can set it and forget about it. So if you have a number that you're willing to pay for something, just click max bid, and it'll keep bidding for you. So his bid got to the highest point. Bettina swooped in and took it from him, but now Amy is winning those beautiful flowers. Okay, next up, we have Judy Scalabrin, a nurse with the Butterflies program. I am in awe of the work that they do and the fact that all children in Bergen and Passaic counties are accepted regardless of their ability to pay. This is a truly exceptional program.
The Butterfly program is designed for infants and children who have been diagnosed with a life-limiting or life-threatening disease. It is a unique, comprehensive pediatric palliative care program providing care for children in our Bergen and Passaic County area. Our program focuses on the comfort care and symptom management of the child, as well as supportive care for the extended family. The patient and family are always at the center of care. Some children are referred to us in their terminal stage of illness and are cared for under our hospice program. I would like to share a little with you about one of my patients. His name is Christian. He is 13 years old and the oldest of 4 boys in his family. He was diagnosed in 2011 with leukodystrophy, which is a rare genetic neurodegenerative disease which damages the nerves, causing problems with movement, vision, hearing, speaking, as well as interrupting the mental and physical development. This disease is progressive. His parents, Chrissy and Al, understand that his life will be shortened. His twin brothers, Stefan and Angelo, are 9 years of age and sadly have been diagnosed with leukodystrophy as well. His youngest brother, Mario, is 5. He is a carrier of the disease, but is healthy. Today, he needs help moving in and out of his wheelchair. He uses a picture board to communicate, and he is fed through a tube. Normal family life and regular parenting are all interrupted and challenged when a family has a child or children with disease. Our nurses check on Christian's condition at every visit and contact the physician and notify the team. Christian's family has come so very far in managing their complex situation. We will continue to work closely with them as well as our other families. I am very grateful to be a part of Christian's care and his family's journey, and to be a part of the Butterfly program. If we didn't have your support, we would be challenged to provide this specialized care for families like Christian's. Thank you for being an important member of our Butterfly program by supporting the Auxiliary Pledge during this event.
Thank you, Judy. Now is the time where you have the opportunity to give directly to the Auxiliary by making a monetary donation. As you have heard this evening, the Auxiliary has pledged a total of $3.1 million to establish the Pediatric Emergency Department in Paramus and $100,000 to the Butterflies program that Judy just spoke about. The Auxiliary needs your help to reach these goals. Our overall goal tonight is $200,000. We've raised $150,000 in sponsorships, and so far, $18,000 in the silent auction. And we're looking to raise $15,000 tonight in direct giving. There are many levels to give at this evening. When you hear a number that speaks to your heart, simply click the donate button below me, and that money will go directly to the Auxiliary's pledge. Now I'm about to give you examples of items that may be possibly purchased for both of the initiatives. Our first level is $1,000. When a child is sick and has to spend time in the emergency department, a parent is always by their side. We all know that ED rooms are not traditionally thought of as comfortable spaces. An example of what a gift of $1,000 may provide is a reclining chair in the pediatric ED where a parent can more comfortably sit as they await news or comfort their child. So I have to tell you, we are starting the night off tonight with 4 people at this level: Denise, Lou, Evelyn, and Ellen. Thank you so much for your donation. Who else can join them tonight in this $1,000 level and get us closer to our goal? Now, one thing I'm going to tell you about tonight is that redundancy is okay. If you feel compelled to give at this level, but then you hear another level that speaks to you, you know what? It's okay to click that button again. All of this money is going directly to the auxiliaries pledge and to their endowment of the butterflies. So anyone else out there tonight who can join us at Elizabeth, thank you so much. We just got another $1,000 donation. Woo-hoo, that is awesome. Okay, so don't forget, you can still bid at any level, but our next level we're going to talk about tonight is the $750 level. My brother had cancer when we were little, and there were many times that I was confused or needed to get my feelings out and definitely was not sure how. An example of what a donation of $750 may provide for Butterfly's families is 10 art therapy sessions for a sibling trying to understand their brother or sister's diagnosis. What an amazing gift to a family to not only treat the child who is sick, but the sibling as well, helping with their mental health as the family endures a heartbreaking situation. Okay, so we have our 5 people at $1,000. Who's gonna join me at this $750 level? Just $750 directly to the auxiliary. You know what? Let's break that down one more time. We're now gonna be at the $500 level. We all know that music has amazing power in our everyday lives. You hear a song and it takes you back to a moment in time. But music can also be used to heal. An example of what your $500 gift may provide is 10 music therapy sessions for a butterfly's child with limited vision due to a neurological disorder. So at this level, I have Heidi and Bob, Sandy, Beverly, and Jeffrey joining me at this level. They have started us off right. That's $2,000. And you know what? I see that Nancy just joined them. So we are at $2,500 in this level. That is amazing. Who else can join them at this $500 level? Can we get one more person? Just one more, because right now I'm looking at my numbers and we're sitting at $9,100. Can I get one more person at $500? Give me over the $9,500 mark. We are so close to reaching that $10,000 hump. Yes! Amy, thank you so much. All right, we're at $9,600. Is there one more? Okay. You can still give it the $500. We're gonna go ahead and cut that in half though. So when a parent loses a child, their world is turned upside down. Trying to find support is often the last thing that they think about. But an example of what a $250 gift may provide is the expertise of 2 social workers to run a support group for these parents. Elaine and Linda have already started us off at this level. That's that $500. Who else can join them at this level? $250 for $250 provides us those social workers for a support group. Who else is in at that $250 level? You know what? I have to tell you, there's also a way to give whatever you feel like. You can donate whatever amount speaks to your heart. And we have Eileen. She gave at the $300 level. I didn't even ask, and she gave. Thank you so much. And you know what? Anne, you're my first one at $250. Thank you. We're at $98.50. $98.50. Can I get one more? Just one more. Put us over that $10,000 hump. One more person at $250. Who's gonna get me over that $10,000 hump? Again, give me $250, give me $300. I will take both. Okay, that's okay. So our next level is $100. An example of what $100 could buy is an over-the-bed table for a kid in the pediatric emergency department. I have 2 kids. We have been to the emergency department more than I can tell you. This is a godsend because it's something that they can have, that they can eat off of. I can prop their iPad on it. These are things that we all take for granted, but what can make a huge impact on a child who is in a potentially scary situation. So Peter and Ann, as well as Pamela, have started me off on this level. And you know what? Rose and Amy, thank you for joining them. That is awesome. That's how we do it. And guess where we are? $10,300. Our goal tonight is $1,500 in direct giving. Yes! David is in at 500. See? Pick your level. You don't even have to be at the one I'm talking about. David, thank you so much. $500. Okay, we're at $10,800. We're looking for 15,000. And I will tell you this. I am compelled to give at that $100 level. So in this next break, I'm gonna add my number. Oh my gosh, Elaine, $500. You're amazing. Thank you so much. So she's put us over 11,000. Who can help us get to that 15,000? Who else is in at any level they feel like? Who's in? Who's gonna get us a little bit higher? Okay, so our last level is $50. This money is going directly to the auxiliary's $3.1 million pledge. We're currently at that $11,300 in direct giving. My goal for this level is $500. Who out there can help me get to that $500 mark? We need 10 people to give it $50. And remember, redundancy is okay. Okay, who's with me? Janet, Emily, Bobby. Thank you for starting us off on this level. We've got Rose and Lynn. Rose is giving thank you so much. Again, redundancy is okay. Keep giving that money. So we're $11,550. You can pick any of those donation levels that we just chatted about. You can also give whatever you feel like. Lynn, thank you so much. So look at that. Lynn went with that redundancy. She gave twice in this level. And you know what? Barbara decided to give me $250. That is amazing. Out of this world. $11,750. Y'all are crushing it. Look at that. Beverly, $50. Lynn gave again at $50. Oh my gosh. That gives me, I think I'm at 8 at that level. I need 2 more. 2 more people. 2 more people at $50. Who's gonna help me get that $500? Just 2. 2 more people. Okay, that's all right. You have 2 more days. Yes, 3 days, excuse me. You have 3 more days to donate. So don't forget to bid on our items. And if you get outbid, we humbly remind you that you can donate money directly to the auxiliary. So the next gentleman needs little introduction. He is a native son who has 21 Emmys and is the current co-anchor of CBS 2 News This Morning and CBS 2 News at noon. He also serves on the board of the Valley Hospital Foundation. Welcome, Mr. Chris Raggi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Raggi, CBS News anchor and a proud member of the board of the Valley Hospital Foundation. Welcome to the Valley Hospital Auxiliary Virtual Fall Fest. As many as you probably know, I grew up in Bergen County, attended high school here. I'm a proud Thunderbird, Mawa, class of '88. I now live here with my family in Wyckoff, and we love it. Now, over the years, I've watched Valley Hospital grow into the world-class healthcare institution that it is today, thanks in large part to the work of the Valley Hospital Auxiliary. Trust me, growing up, I spent more than my fair share of time getting stitched up, a cast here, a cast there. Now, since its founding in 1944, the Auxiliary has raised more than $21 million for healthcare programs that have changed the lives of people who enter their doors as patients or families. The Auxiliary's current $3.1 million pledge to improve the health and well-being of children in our community continues this long-standing tradition. So please, give generously tonight and be counted among those who support stellar health care for everyone. Thank you so much and stay safe. I hope to see you all very soon.
Chris has also generously donated a tour of the CBS studios in the silent auction. So right now, that is at $300. The next bid is $325. Now, Bettina is winning this, I think, because she might have lost the flowers by Fran. She's giving us her money right here for the tour in Manhattan. $325, my next bid. Bid it on $325, bid it on $325. On $300, I need $325. Bid it on $325, bid it on $325. Bernard, you're out. Bettina's in. So are you gonna come take it from her? Or who else is gonna join? Who else is gonna take this from Bettina? Bernard, you're out. Bettina, you're in. All right, I need $325. Bid it on $325, bid it on $325, bid it on $325. Okay, Bettina's still winning. Again, 3 more days left to bid. So who knows where that's gonna go? Okay, let's talk style. The next auction item is exciting because not only is it COVID friendly, you can do it from anywhere. The virtual style party gives you and 5 friends a live streamed trend show from Candace Kristen, the fashion director at the beautiful Westfield Garden State Plaza. Also included is a $250 gift card to Westfield, so you can purchase some of those trends that you will see. Right now, Sandy is winning that at $175. My next bid is $200. Who's in for $200? Bid it on 2, bid it on 2, bid it on $200. Sandy's in at $175. Who's gonna take it from her at $2? We'll see. Okay. We know that the auxiliary puts on great events. And unfortunately, the fabulous golf outing at Ridgewood Country Club was canceled this year. But this item is your chance to secure your spot for next year. This is a twosome to the 48th annual VHA golf outing. You and a partner will play the championship course, get complimentary valet parking, entry into the putting contest, lunch, cocktails, dinner, and so much more. This event sells out every year. Be the first one to guarantee your spot at this coveted event. Now, right now, this is at $1,300. Oh, Jean's winning it at $1,300. That next bid is $1,400. So 13 to take it from her, it's 14. Can I get 14? Bid it on 14, bid it on 14, bid it on 14. Janice, you've been outbid. Come get it at $1,400. Bid it on 14, bid it on 14, bid it on 14. Come on, 14. $1,300 is winning. I just need $1,400. Okay, we'll come back and check these later. So speaking of golf, there are 3 other great golf foursomes to bid on. Don't miss the opportunity to play Arcola Country Club, a Robert Trent Jones course, North Jersey Country Club with its breathtaking views of Manhattan, or Preakness Hills Country Club and its famed par 3s. As my dad would say, a day on the course is never a bad one. Okay, this next item, it makes me smile ear to ear. My daughter loves the Eloise books, and the thought of living in a fancy hotel is right up her alley. You can take your mother, daughter, partner, or a friend and enjoy tea for 2 at the plaza and dream of being a little girl or boy running around that beautiful and historic hotel. And next year, you can join us at the plaza for the Valley Hospital Ball celebrating 70 years of the Valley Hospital. Ho-ho, we've already got movement on this. So Amy, you're out. David just took it with that max bid. So my next bid is $460. Bid it on $460, bid it on $460, bid it on $460. You're out, Amy. If you want back in, it's $460. Bid it on $460, bid it on $460. Come on, let's see that bid. Come on, bid it on $460, bid it on $460. Yes, Amy, you got it. You are winning it. David, I know you set your max bid. If you want this item, you better get back there and place that bid. Nice work, Amy. I'm so excited that you can possibly win this item and go to the plaza. Now, real quick, let's check back in with our direct giving. We're at $11,950. Who can give me $50 to get us to 12? Kathy just gave us one step closer. She got us to that $11,950. I just need one more at 50 to get us to 12. If you can do it, please give. Okay. If you need a more intimate setting besides going to the plaza, if that's more your style, there is also afternoon tea for 6 from Teresa Salamino. It can be done in your home or hers, and you will enjoy delicious finger sandwiches, desserts, and scones, accompanied by the perfect pot of tea, while learning about the traditions and etiquette of attending or hosting an afternoon tea. I'd like to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So right now, that's at $500. Amy is winning that one too. Okay, so Anne, you're out at $480. Amy's in at $500. My next bid is $520. Bid it on $520, bid it on $520. Come on, $520. Amy's in at $500. I need $520 for that next bid. So we are so fortunate to have one last song from J. Mark McVeigh this evening. And it is the perfect way to end tonight. Please enjoy Music of the Night.
The world's longest running musical is a little show called Phantom of the Opera. This evening, I'm going to share a song from that show that I never have ever gotten to perform on Broadway, but maybe with your prayers someday I'll get to do it. This is Music of the Night. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life in you before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave a thought of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dreams begin. side, give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. Can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night.
Was awesome. Before we end the Valley Hospital Auxiliary's very virtual Valley Fall Fest, I would like to join the auxiliary in thanking all of our presenters and J. Mark McVeigh for putting on a great show tonight. Thanks also to our very generous sponsors. The auxiliary has asked me to remind everyone that next year's golf outing and Valley Ball are on. The Valley Ball at the Plaza on October 30th, 2021 will celebrate the hospital's 70 years of extraordinary service and care to the community. Tonight, you all helped raise $12,100 so far in our direct give. The silent auction right now is at $20,000. And that is getting the auxiliary that much closer to reaching its $3.1 million pledge to the hospital. How fantastic is that? Now, I have to thank RJ. He helped us over the hump to the 12,000. I said I promised 100. I forgot to do it. I got us to 21. And now, Karen, thank you. You got us the rest of the way to that 12,350. So remember, our goal tonight in that direct giving is 15,000. We're just a little bit short. So if you don't get an item that you wanted to bid on, we do ask that you remember us and give in another way by directly giving to the auxiliary. Shipping details are included in the descriptions of each silent auction item. And don't forget, there are 3 more days left to bid. The silent auction closes Tuesday, October 27th at 5 p.m. Thank you so much for coming, and good evening, everyone.